Now, when you talking about going into producing, making these beats, whatever you doing, you digging in the crates heavy?
And the crates to the left of you.
Oh, you digging in there heavy?
Yeah, dude got crates over there.
Heavy.
Today we're gonna figure out the answer to one question: why is Metro so booming? Metro Boomin has solidified himself as a super producer in today's hip-hop. Metro defined the dark trap sound coming out of Atlanta early on, working with artists like Future, Travis Scott, Young Thug, 21 Savage, and now he's been pushing that dark trap sound even further with his own albums, Not All Heroes Wear Capes, and more recently, Heroes and Villains. I've been listening to his new album non-stop, and looking at all of the certifications and awards his past beats and songs have gotten only leaves us with one question: why is Metro so booming? Metro grew up in St. Louis, and he says that he was exposed to a lot of different genres growing up there.
I feel like the advantage of just being from somewhere like St. Louis, like we in the middle, so it's like I grew up listening to all kind of shit. I love East Coast music. At the same time, I had love West Coast music. So much shit, you know, down south, of course. We was just catching everything, man. Like, producer-wise, I fuck with Dre Hard, Neptunes, 3 6 Mafia. Way up there. DJ Paul and Juicy J, some of my biggest influences.
One group and style of music that caught his attention early on was 3 6 Mafia. You can definitely hear their influence when it comes to songs that he has with 21 Savage. He'll use hard-hitting percussion with real snare sounds, and it kind of gives it that gritty and raw feel. When it comes to these dark melodies, everybody knows the sounds to use: a piano, tubular bells, maybe contact instruments like strings or something, and maybe a synth. I set my BPM to 130, and I just grabbed this contact piano. I'm gonna lay out some super basic dark chords.
One of the biggest things with me is I'm a producer, so I like sounds, I like textures.
The sound selection, the sample selection, the bounces.
All right, I'm at a halftime to this. All right, this is hard. I'm gonna add a tubular bell for my Lifeblood drum kit. Next, I'm gonna grab my brand new Bloodline analog lab bank. It's super hard, my best presets I've made for sure. I'm gonna just try to find like a pad sound I could use in this. It's kind of hard. So one thing about Metro beats that you have to keep in mind is don't overload it with synths, because he doesn't always use synths. Most of the time he's sticking to like contact or other real sounding instruments, not synths. He does fuck with synths occasionally, but make sure you don't make your melodies too synth heavy. Instead, try to focus on real instruments with some synth accents or whatever in them. Like this synth I just added, I'm gonna take it in and out as the beat progresses. It's not gonna be in there the whole time. Matter of fact, I kinda wanna flip this too, so I'm gonna add some effects. I just dropped the craziest analog lab bank. You can get 50 vintage synth sounds and instrument sounds that you can use in Analog Lab. The kit also comes with bonus Portal presets, textures, and loops. Obviously, the pad sound that I'm using in the Metro sample is in the bank. Super textured and fire. If you liked the anti-collection Analog Lab banks, you're gonna love this one. Make sure you watch all the way through this video, because I'm gonna be hiding a coupon code somewhere in the middle where the first 10 people to use it can get $10 off the kit. Make sure you stick to the end, and let's get back to it. I just highlighted these and then right-clicked on this knob, and I just hit route to this track only. This makes a bus just for the melody, so that way I can add more effects to it. That's hard. There's a lot of textures moving around in that synth that make it sound super dope. Alright, this melody's super dope so far. Now I'm gonna start adding a few drums to it. More recently, Metro's been using the MPC to program in his drums, and he actually plays them on the pads. There's still ways to get that kind of swing and DAWs, which I'm gonna show you coming up. Just make sure you're using longer 808s, fat or gritty snares, and then simple hi-hat patterns with some triplet rolls mixed in. So before I add the Metro sauce to these hi-hats, we have to do one more thing. In Metro's recent projects, he's been using the MPC to program his drums. Now, I don't have an MPC, but I'm gonna show you how you can get that kind of feel when you're doing your drums in FL Studio. So all you have to do when you're just putting in your drums, turn up this swing knob just a little bit. That'll make it so the drums don't hit on time. And then also, to give it even more of that effect, go in the hi-hat and just bring the shift knob up. Let's hear what it sounds like now. Metro's beats like this have always been a 2-step hi-hat pattern with a slow triplet mixed in at the end, so that's just what I did here. It's nothing crazy. So one thing that Metro does in his production from time to time is use live sounding snares. So I'm gonna try to find a couple snares from my kit that sound more live and then layer those underneath the clap. That one's more of like a trap snare, but I'm gonna use that for a fill at the end. Oh yeah, that one's hard. Okay. Oh wait. Alright, I'm gonna try to add some switch ups in this. So first, I'm gonna mess around with the pitch of the synth. Now I'm gonna switch up the 808. If you want $10 off the Bloodline Analog Lab Bank, make sure you use the code on the screen. But keep in mind, this is only available for the first 10 people that use it, so use it quick. You can get the kit at the first link in the description. After this video, definitely check out the bank preview, because shit's fire, I can't lie. But alright, let's get back to the cook-up. Like I said earlier, Metro uses a lot of samples and shit, so I'm gonna go to... Now, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Jacket and CD shit, grab a vocal from them. Alright, so I time stretched it. It's in G minor, up 4. Does that work? Alright, let me add some effects to this shit. This shit's hard though, hold up. Nobody say when we walking. Bro, that delay is crazy on this. I can't even lie. It still kind of sounds pretty high, so I'm gonna add a little alter boy and just bring the format down. Metro likes to sometimes include older samples in his songs, which is what I did here. You can find these easily on YouTube. I just grabbed a sample. I'm gonna have to stretch it and shit. Stop, bro. This is 112 BPM, so I'm just gonna stretch it and then bring it back up to 130. Alright, bro. Ignore that shit. Hold up. So it's in G minor, so it really needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Oh my god, hold on, wait. This part. Yeah, it's tough. If you want to know about another producer running Atlanta sound, click here.